Hey everyone, it's Pocket Size Pals, and today I wanted to talk about gerbil cages. Hi Timmy! Oh, hello! Alright, so first of all, I wanted to say for gerbils, you never ever want to use plastic or wood in cages because it will get chewed and they will escape very easily. Where'd he go? They're both under that box there. So most cages that you'll find in pet stores are made out of plastic and are also extremely small. I do not recommend those at all. They're very, very bad. Do not buy them. Also, bin cages that you can use for hamsters and mice are generally not very good for gerbils because they will chew those up. Hi, baby. Bo, bo, bo. I just fed them some treats, so they're all searching around for more crumbs. Hi, baby. You can come on out. So, the guidelines that you'll find online that are actually from really credible sources will tell you that each gerbil needs 5 gallons. So, a minimum for 2 gerbils would be 10 gallons. But if you talk to anybody that has ever or currently owns gerbils, they will tell you that that is not enough space at all. One gerbil needs 10 gallons minimum. Don't go back there. No, 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 no. So if you have 2 gerbils, which you need at least 2, you're going to need at minimum a 20-gallon space for them. So you can get aquariums. Those work great for gerbils, in my opinion. They are very expensive and bulky and heavy and difficult to use, but they do hold bedding very, very well, and gerbils need a lot of bedding, and you can get them in lots of sizes. So they do work if that's the route you want to go with. So just for a size comparison, this cage I have here I think is something like 43 gallons, something like that. So if you went by the guidelines that you only need a 10-gallon tank for 2 gerbils, it would be the size of like a 1x1 CNC square, which is not enough space for gerbils. That's barely enough room for their 6-inch wheel, as you can see here. So I definitely recommend at least a 20-gallon tank, or 20 gallons of space at least, but more is always, always better. And of course, the more gerbils you have, the more space you'll need. What I have here is like a wire cage. They're CNC grids and wire mesh. It does work really well. They chew on this sometimes, but it's very durable. They can't get out. And then I have coroplast to keep the bedding in. I do wish the coroplast was taller because bedding gets out all the time and it does get like stuck in the corners and things like that, so it is a little harder to clean, but it does make a great cage. I do agree aquariums are easier to clean and all of that. Oh, hi Timmy, welcome back. Aquariums are much easier to clean, but I just like this because I can really get a lot of space, and it's not that much money, and I can kind of customize the space as well, make it taller or longer, whatever I'd like. Whereas with aquariums, you're really just stuck with what you have. You can't really build onto it. So a lot of people also do DIY cages where the bottom will be either like an aquarium made of glass or some kind of enclosed box made of plastic or glass. Hi baby, gonna come out. And then they build a wire cage on top of that so their gerbils, hi baby, can climb around. So like this would be all glass and then the top would be wire and the gerbils can climb around on top, but the bottom can be full of bedding and they can burrow under there, which gerbils really love to do. So, hold on, I'm going to turn around so we can actually see some gerbils, huh? So yeah, those are great as well. Basically, you just want to look for any cage that has a really deep enclosed bottom where you can keep bedding and it's not going to spill out, and a wire mesh on top so that they can climb around and also get a lot of really good ventilation. So yeah, there's lots of DIY options. There's not a lot of pet store options, but I mean, those are really expensive anyways. You don't really want to do that. I think my DIY cage here for a 2x1, the what do you call these? The CNC grids and the mesh wire, I think all came to about 50 bucks. But I did get my CNC grids offline, so I had to pay for shipping and all that, so that added money. And I got the Coroplast base and the extra grids for Christmas, so that was something I didn't have to pay for, thankfully. Coroplast, if you buy from stores online, is going to be super, super expensive. I definitely recommend going to your local hardware store and buying your own Coroplast and customizing it yourself. It's a little more work, but it's a lot cheaper, and you can make it however you want, like as tall or as long or as thick as you want, really. So I really recommend that if you're going to do what I've done with CNC grids and Coroplast. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Again, the main points are just no wood or plastic cages. Try and get cages with a deep base so that your gerbils can dig. This little guy, stop it. And get a lot of space. My two boys have about 43 gallons and they do really well. 20-gallon minimum for 2 gerbils. Don't let anyone tell you 10 gallons is appropriate, because it is way, way too small. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. There's lots of DIY cages online that are really fun to look at. Do your own research and you will find something really great for your little guys. You say bye-bye to me? Oh, you got me all sandy. Alright, remember to comment and subscribe and leave some ideas for future videos. Follow my Instagram at, at pocket_sized pals. And we will see you guys in our next video. Bye!